serum creatinine test as part of your annual checkup. And everyone who is age 25 and above, I get annual checkup. I actually get it every 6 months because I'm paranoid about various health issues that can come up because of our busy lifestyle, because of our dietary habits, because of our stressful work environment. And once we detect diseases in early stage, there are a lot of preventive steps that we can take. Even oral medications can help. Now we are investing in engaging diabetologists who come to our clinics and do screening camps. Every center of NephroPlus across the country, we do quarterly kidney checkup camps. Just for 99 rupees, you can get your kidney screened with serum creatinine. You can even meet the doctor and get help. The second thing, from an affordability standpoint, as we increase our scale, we are ruthlessly looking at how to optimize the cost structure of providing dialysis. We are investing in brand new machines which have lower maintenance. We are investing in training academies which churns out talent. We are investing in our own biomedical team which helps us maintain our equipment across the country at a lower cost than the manufacturer themselves. So we are looking at each and every element of this cost structure and trying to make it as efficient and as possible. Proud to say that we have the lowest cost structure already in the country compared to any other dialysis provider. That's why we are able to grow fast. That's why we are able to sign up with more hospitals. Your final point on PPP projects, we currently do a very successful PPP project in ESIC Super Specialty Hospital in Sanat Nagar, Hyderabad. At a very low cost, all the ESIC cardholders of Hyderabad are able to get highest quality NephroPlus dialysis where the patients don't even pay a single rupee. The ESIC hospital pays us a tendered amount that we won about 3 years back, where we were the lowest bidders for that project. So we want more and more hospitals, government hospitals, we want more and more governments to recognize that it is time to start reimbursing for dialysis and making public-private partnerships a reality, because otherwise the patients are just going to die because they cannot afford dialysis. So the PPP is right now only in AP. We are talking to various state governments in Madhya Pradesh, Bihar and other places wherein we are in active consultations. But the operations wise, it's right now AP. Also, we are Kakinada facility. We are empaneled with the Arogyasri Health Scheme. So in fact, that is a different version of PPP scheme, wherein it's not a tender-based project, but a reimbursement-based project. For every patient that we serve in our Kakinada dialysis facility, the government pays us a fixed amount, 1250 rupees per session, which is very low, but in order to serve more and more patients, we continue to be aggressive. And also we have another facility in Mehboob Nagar, which also is empaneled with the Arogyasri scheme. We also have another facility in Hyderabad, in Santosh Nagar, which is empaneled with the Arogyasri scheme. Yeah, even in Chennai, Sandeep is clarifying that we are empaneled with the government CM scheme, wherein the patients do not pay single rupee, and the government CM's scheme reimburses around 1200 rupees per session. Now, to provide quality dialysis, it costs money. That's why this 1200, 1250, they need to be increased to 1350, 1400, because ultimately it needs to be sustainable for a organization like NephroPlus also. We want to serve more people, but if the government can support us by increasing the reimbursement rate from 1250 to about 1400, we'll be setting up many more centers, because the model will suddenly become decently viable for us. Right now we are restraining ourselves a little bit to work in 7-8 centers across the country, but if the government encourages us, we'll be able to set many more centers in the PPP scheme. Biggest reason is sharing of material or consumables that are used in dialysis among patients. If you walk into any large dialysis unit in the country today or across the world, there are common trolleys which are used to move around the betadine, spirit, gauze, various consumables that are required to start and close dialysis. And the fact of the matter is, even when the clinical staff is wearing sterile gloves, the cross-infected tiny droplets, when they get out from the sterile gloves onto the common trolley, let's say the gauze which is sitting in the common trolley is infected, the same common trolley is pushed to the next patient, and the same gauze is used for the next patient, even though the gloves are changed by the clinical staff. So the sharing of material is the biggest reason why infections happen. At NephroPlus, we looked at what happens in the best dialysis units in the world. There is Center for Disease Control in US has recommended banning the usage of common trolleys in dialysis units. No NephroPlus unit uses common trolleys. Every single patient, that's where you see the zero infection point kit. All the consumables required for that patient's dialysis is put in a ID'd box which carries the patient's name and the ID number and age. Only the patient's ID'd box is used to store consumables and start consumables. The second reason why cross infections happen is from machine surfaces and bed surfaces, the infected tiny droplets get onto the uninfected patient. So our 56-step process is to address that part, wherein we use 2 people to start and close dialysis, and there is a stringent 56-step process which prevents any infected droplets from either the bed surface or the storage box which is located next to the bed or the dialysis machine surface. This 56-step process prevents any of the contamination from these surfaces onto the patient. So hopefully that gave you more flavor.